Kinda hot right now. We kinda hot. I said we hot right now. We kinda hot. I said you hot right now. I'm kinda hot. I say I'm hot right. Yo, what's good with it? What's poppin'? Welcome to another episode of this week's episode of 4th and 1 Hot Takes. Peggy.
Yes, sir.
What do we have here?
Well, Boog, with draft right around the corner and combine already in the books, let's talk about this year's QB class for this upcoming draft. Fernando Mendoza from Indiana, obviously. Ty Simpson from Alabama. Drew Allar from Penn State. Carson Beck from Miami. Garrett Nesmeyer from LSU. And Diego Pavia from Vandy, amongst others. So, Cam, we really want to dive in and see how this class lines up to previous classes. And what's your thoughts on this year's draft class?
Honestly, Peggy, I only know one way to be. And that's honest. As I know how and see fit.
I'm just being honest.
I'm just telling you like this. This is the absolute worst quarterback draft class in the last 2 decades. And you want to know who's to blame?
Who is it?
Arch Manning.
What? Whoa, I wasn't expecting. Why is Arch Manning to blame? I wasn't expecting that. He ain't even in this draft class.
Exactly. He was supposed to be. It threw off everything, Peggy. Stay with me. Let me explain.
Come on.
I know a lot of people saying, how did Arch Manning catch a stray in this type of situation? But today's conversation is a battle of what is.
Okay.
All right? And reality. What Arch Manning was supposed to be was everything that Fernando Mendoza was.
That's true. National championship.
All-American.
All-American. Heisman. Yeah, the face of college football.
All the above. And the fact that Arch Manning did not live up to expectation, or dare I say live up to expectation, he didn't develop fast enough, now set everything back.
Because coming into this year, he was supposed to be the number 1 pick. People are already giving him that position.
Let's talk about it. Before he even came to college, Peggy, some of the people that assist us in getting prepared for this show reminded us of a word that was described of our dear guy, Arch.
Okay.
Generational. Generational talent.
Yeah.
He had the athleticism and the running ability of his grandfather, Archie.
Okay.
He had the throwing the power and the throwing ability as his uncle, Eliza.
The Booker.
And he was supposed to be and is as cerebral as his other uncle, Peyton.
Okay. Uncle Pepe.
So basically, it's in his blood to be a quarterback.
Yeah. And that's how he was advertised.
As advertised. But first game of the year versus Ohio State.
It was an old head scratcher. He didn't look like a man, he looked like a fanning.
No.
Can't be.
Hold on now.
Because the NIL ain't stacking up.
What? Listen here. We had gave him the crown and that. That's a whoa. Hold on. We go, baby. Hold on. You sure that's a man? Huh? Then he had games like going into the University of Florida in Gainesville. Well, it's like, hold on. Had they won that game, Peggy, the Texas Longhorns would have been in the college football playoffs. Now listen, this is not a beat on Arch Manning not being a good football player.
Okay.
This debate is about Arch Manning not developing fast enough to be what everybody, including myself, expected him to be.
Yeah.
And that's not a knock on him, but I'm just keeping it above. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I think it's a knock on the media and everybody else.
Listen, we always do this. This ain't nothing new. They crowned certain players and they lived up to the hype. They crowned certain players and then they also did not live up to the hype.
Okay, that is true. It's been going on.
And the story is still developing, as they say in local news. The story is still developing to see how Arch Manning will pan out. But when we look at this year's draft, you got Fernando Mendoza, you got Ty Simpson, you got Nussmeier, you have Carson Beck, Diego Pavia. You got all these different quarterbacks that it's like, okay, we giving these guys an opportunity?
You saying they the worst though, Cam?
Okay.
In the past 20 years? Because what's your criteria? What's your merit? Because you said they're the worst in the past 10, 20. What are you looking at to make sure?
When I think about quarterbacks, the first thing that I think about is being labeled, before you even are a quarterback, you are labeled a blank quarterback, especially in the draft. They either say you are a blank quarterback or you are a quarterback that needs to get developed. So when I'm looking at this year's draft, the 2026 quarterbacks, I don't really see no franchise quarterback.
Okay, that's what goes in the blank.
That's the blank.
Okay, franchise.
I don't think Fernando Mendoza is a franchise quarterback on paper. The skill or the film don't really like, hold on, but that's generational talent, right?
Yeah, no.
It ain't.
And he's supposed to be number one. So if they say if he ain't gonna do it.
Hello. Will somebody pick up the phone? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it ain't no knock to old Fernando.
Yeah.
But let's keep it a buck about Mr. Mendoza. He wasn't the real reason why Indiana Hoosiers was in the national championship to begin with.
Why you say so?
Well, he was back with a great team that was led with 3 phases of great football: a good special teams, a good offense, and a good defense. Oh, and by the way, they had the oldest or one of the oldest rosters in all of college football.
Okay.
So they had a lot of veteran leadership. That ain't a knock on Fernando. That's just a reality check of what his situation and circumstance was.
Okay.
So when I say worst in the last 2 decades, the criteria that I'm giving it off of is this, basically, Peggy.
What you got?
Did any of the franchise quarterbacks that was drafted in the either first or the second round, did they have any Pro Bowls?
Okay.
Did they have any All-Pros? Either first or second. Did they have any type of year-end superlatives?
Okay.
Comeback player of the year, MVP, offensive player of the year, rookie of the year, any rookie of the year candidates.
I got you.
I just don't see it. Not looking at this list. And somebody got to just call a spade, huh? Now, we're talking about the worst. Cam, the worst in the last 2 decades.
I mean, that's 20
all in
years,
2006.
Because you're making me go back and look at what these worst class was.
Okay, the worst. I give you 2 worst and 2 best. How about that?
All right, talk to me.
One of the worst. Other 2, we have to stop right on the fringe of the 20 years and say, hold up, 2007.
Okay.
Quarterback was Jamarcus Russell, number 1.
Got to mind.
Brady Quinn went number 22. And Kevin Cobb went 37th overall. That's the second round pick.
Yeah, that's a tough. They fitting into that criteria.
Any Pro Bowls?
Nah.
Any All Pros?
And it wasn't the franchise guy. The
Right.
blank. They didn't fill in the blank.
It didn't pan out.
They didn't fill in the blank.
It didn't pan out. So I'm saying that's a bad class.
Okay.
Huh?
I
Now you may have one quarterback that may have turned out, and that would held the home. That one pick may have saved the whole draft.
But you got to understand this. When you're talking about a team, you got to go into the averages. And your class, only because you got one student that rises above the occasion, your class average is still low.
Can't go about it like that.
I'm just saying, if you talking about draft class,
I'm talking about the whole
class.
You know, as that superintendent or that principal that got the superintendent coming in, the county, I don't know, a lot of people different, county, city, or whatever.
Yeah, we saying the same
PS 108, like whatever that is that you may call. When your superintendent come in, you know what class you don't want that superintendent to go to.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? These are the classes you don't want that superintendent to go to. You don't want to go into the 2007 quarterback class. You had Jamarcus Russell. I love me some Jamarcus. Respectful. He is an OG, but he just didn't pan out. All right, Brady Quinn. Okay, Kevin God. Okay, that didn't muster up. I'll give you another year, Peggy. You ready for this one? 2013, Peggy. The first quarterback taken off the board was E.J. Emanuel.
E.J. Emanuel. Florida State.
Florida State.
Okay.
Next quarterback was, and he tried to do his best to hold his own.
Yeah.
But what it's looking like, no, if he can hold too much longer. Yeah. Geno Smith.
Yeah. Now he got some superlatives. Pro Bowl later on in career.
That's cool. Yeah.
The guy did do double back-to-back Pro Bowls.
But we're going to say, okay, who else was in that draft? Let's see if he was the only one.
He might be the outlier.
You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
The other quarterbacks in that class was Mike Glennon out of North Carolina State. You had Matt Barkley out of USC, Southern California. And then you had Ryan Nassib. I had to look this one up. Out of Syracuse. Lord D. Now, some would say, Cam, what about your draft? See, I put the whole team on my back. 2011, we had Blaine Gabbert.
It's a shame what happened to Blaine.
Had Jake Locker.
They put him in the locker.
And then you had your boy, Peggy. So I held us down. Huh?
You on the fringe.
I had a couple of superlatives.
Hey, your class
but we ain't the worst.
No, y'all ain't the worst.
Can't say it's the worst because somebody did their job. But I'm telling you, I had my own. I kept us out of the ranking of the worst.
Because you was on, y'all was on the verge.
Now hear this out, though.
All right.
Let me ask you something. How many notifications do you really ignore each and every day? A lot, right? But if that alert is from your security camera, you definitely can't ignore that.
Especially if you're at work, at the movies, or even on a flight. By the time you check it, it's too late.
And that is the reason why I rock with SimpliSafe. It's a fully customizable home security system with 24/7 monitoring agents ready to react when you can. Man, listen, I use this, and you should too.
In their Active Guard outdoor protection, it helps stop break-ins before they even happen. And that's different right there.
No long-term contracts, anti-theft guarantee, over 4 million people protected, 20 years in the game.
And they were just named the best home security system in 2026 by U.S. News and World Report. Plus, best customer service and home security.
Right now, get 50% off your new system at SimpliSafe.com/fourth. That's SimpliSafe.com/fourth. FOURTH. Peggy, say it with me. There's no safe like SimpliSafe. The decision for Arch Manning to go back to Texas now can potentially put the 2027 quarterback class better than we probably have ever seen.
Now, I don't know if I'm gonna believe it because you just said we be crowning the kings before they get their hands dirty.
I'm telling you. See, it was an aggressive take by saying Arch Manning is to blame, but what Arch Manning really did was bolster potentially the greatest quarterback draft ever in the history of drafts. Why?
Yeah,
because in that draft, you have Arch Manning, you have Dante Moore, you have Trinidad Chambliss, you have DJ Lagaway, Lenore Sellers. Like, you got so many players. Julian Sayin, Ohio State.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Those guys are loaded. Like a baked potato. You got chives, you got cream cheese, you got the salt. Can't forget the pepper. You want to get too bougie, add in the smoked paprika.
But who they going against though, Ken? Because you talking about that might be the best ever. Who you got as your best ever before now?
Now the best ever before, Peggy.
Before
Make
this,
sure you put your ears to the microphone. Because this one right here, I had to go back and be like, golly, all them was in that same draft? Listen to this. The best draft class ever, in my honest opinion, in the last 20 years.
In the last 20 years, okay.
We can say the last 50 years.
Oh.
Because it's still up for debate. Because some drafts still had Hall of Famers. You can't get in the Hall of Fame yet. We'll never know.
All right, for the QB draft class, what you got?
2020. Joe Burrow. Tua Tagovailoa. Justin Herbert. Jordan Love. Last but not least, Jalen Hurts.
Boy, that's a strong one, boy. And the fact that he the last person to finish up.
If you can reshuffle that deck,
Hey.
I'm going Joe Burrow. I go Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Jordan Love, Tua Tagovailoa.
Facts. Yeah. All starters in the league.
Stay with me.
Come on.
Some would say, I don't know, because you had one outlier in this particular draft that I'm about to mention. 2018. Who was in that draft class, Book? I thought you would never ask, Cam. Baker Mayfield.
Baker,
Number
okay.
one. Not Cleveland Baker. Tampa Baker. Huh?
Okay.
Not Carolina Baker. Tampa. Not Los Angeles Rams Baker.
I had some jerseys now.
Stay with me.
It could have been a little.
I go Sam Darnold.
Okay.
2018. No. Not New York Jets. Sam Darnold. That one's stinky.
Sam, I am green eggs in hand.
Not Carolina. Sam Darnold. That one had potential.
Yeah.
But yes, Minnesota Sam was cooking.
He's starting to get in that kitchen. He started making
We're
green eggs in hand.
going with the Super Bowl winning Seattle Seahawks Sam Darnold.
Okay.
Superlatives, all the above.
Yeah, okay.
Hello.
Goodbye.
To keep going, 2018, the person that just knocked this whole draft class off the hinges and be like, hold on, we could have competed with the 2020 quarterback draft class. Josh Rosen.
He said there were 9 mistakes ahead of me. He said this after he got drafted.
Josh.
Come on, Josh.
Best thing you got going on is your first name.
He thought it was the other Josh.
Listen, hello. The only Josh we acknowledge these days is the boy 1-7. And let's go Buffalo.
He went 7.
Hello.
Rosen went 10.
Hello. You got Josh Allen also in that draft. Right?
Yep.
So now they picking up the pieces. And last but not least, who ended the first round? Lamar Jackson. If it wasn't for Josh Rosen,
Yeah, they would have been.
they would definitely have competed with the 2020 quarterback draft class.
I still got 20 better than them though. Just due to the fact of
Me too.
Sam Darnold and Baker kind of blossom a little later in their career.
And somebody's going to say,
you
and
got Josh
I don't
Rosen.
know the year,
But you got 2 MVPs
but
in
somebody's going
2018.
to say, I think it was Dan Marino or Troy Aikman, John Elway. Like there was some Hall of Fame quarterbacks in the same draft, but we will never know yet. Because, obviously everybody's career is in peak right now.
Yeah.
So it was just something that I was thinking about. I was saying to myself, well, when you look at this year's draft, right? That's not to say that these guys aren't good enough, but let's really go and give a real critique of these players. Fernando Mendoza, respectfully, was not the real reason why the Indiana Hoosiers was in the national championship.
Yeah.
Some even said that this was the weakest Heisman campaign ever.
They was they were saying that.
These are all reports that I'm just repurposing. Let's go down to Ty Simpson. It was more potential than promise, because let's look back during this college football year when they played Alabama or when Alabama played Florida State.
Yeah.
He's potentially going to be the second quarterback off the board. Now, I can't put all blame on Ty Simpson because the truth of the matter is Alabama wasn't what we thought the standard of Alabama to be.
I got some bad day in them. I don't know.
They got Coach DeBoer and not Coach Saban leading them. So now I can't really say that we've seen the best of Ty Simpson. But he going potentially first round. Oh, let's keep going. Carson Beck. Carson Beck was supposed to be in the league 3 years ago.
Boy, that boy got Social Security in college, boy. That boy retired
That boy was so
from his
old.
day job in college.
The boy was so old he could have taught a college course.
Boy, hey.
Think about that.
Yeah.
He should have taught a class how to finesse the NCAA.
Bro, the boy probably walking across the stage with his kids. He's so old in college.
Grandkids.
I mean, God told me.
Huh? You think what I'm saying? Man got a whole track. He said he dedicating his NIL to his kids' track.
But who he said, Carson Beck, what's your career? College.
Hey, you talking about? Let's keep going. Drew Allard. Let's keep it up. Penn State.
Yeah.
You got a coach fired guy.
Yeah.
If you was any better,
Yeah, facts.
blink if you're a coach that's in danger with him at your quarterback.
God told me. Got to be more careful.
Right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because I said to myself, Coach Franklin, he would have still been the dog on Penn State if you did your
And
job,
he got
brother.
scooped up right after.
Hello.
Virginia Tech, what you gonna do?
Garrett Nussmeier. Brother, I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought you was the real deal, ding, ding, Holyfield. Man, I played NCAA when the game came out. I was like, boy, LSU 5, boy. They got the fastest team on the game, and they got a good quarterback. He had the star.
They had that potty pack.
Man, I started looking at LSU during this season. I'm saying, what?
They just got
He also got a coach fired. Hey, you're fired. Out of there. Brian Kelly, ask him how he think about it.
Go.
Nussmeier. Now, Nussmeier is also hanging on the name of his dad being a coach, being a football family. I get it. But damn, these guys are going into the league where it's like, man, where's the man? We're used to the Joe Burrows, Tua Tagovailoa, Justin Herbert, Jordan Love, Jalen Hurts. That ain't gonna be this draft class.
No.
Not from what we've seen. And typically, you get drafted off of what you have done.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell has any of these quarterbacks done outside of Fernando?
Yeah.
And let's not forget, Fernando Mendoza was the University of California's quarterback before he actually morphed into a superhero in Indiana.
What you think about Pavia?
Diego?
He had a little run.
Diego got a lot of Manziel.
He do got a little
I
zelly.
like Diego.
Yeah.
But Diego, respectfully, on this fringe of football, meaning the NFL, he's not a day one starter to me. Now, he's a guy that gives me Doug Flutie vibes. If he gets an opportunity, certain players like myself was not just a quarterback. We were football players that just so happened to play quarterback.
That's he give me that vibe.
There's a difference. You see what I'm saying? Fairly undersized, huh? He has done some very sketchy things, huh? Off the field.
Got a big heart. Play big.
I get it.
Yeah.
But understand, Diego has a lot of Jackson Dart in him. Now understand this. Jackson Dart has a lot of sauce, has a lot of swag, but Jackson Dart was a first-round pick.
Yeah.
He got a lot of cushion that
Probably ain't
Diego may
gonna
not have.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it a buck.
That's real.
Hello. Somebody answer the phone, please.
Beep, beep, beep.
You feel me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
So, we have to blame a lot of this on Arch. But what Arch has done is now took a step back and say, hey, 2027, man, listen. Arch had teams willing, and this team specifically, it was set up for Arch to be the number one pick for the New Orleans Saints. And when the Saints go marching in,
Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Who gonna have a jersey? It's gonna be a Manning or two with the jersey. Eating them doggone gumbo crab crawfish. Well, we messed it up, brother.
Come on.
It was set up. Bro, so much so that there was whispers that the New Orleans Saints in last year's draft didn't pick Shador because they said, whoa, we don't feel confident on all the quarterbacks. We're going to pick Tyler Shuck, huh? Mm-hmm. And he got one of the all-time greatest combine memes ever for a quarterback. Mm. They took him because they said, whoa. We got to play chess. We got somebody that's potentially about to come out. The boy from New Orleans. His family stay in New Orleans. His granddaddy played for New Orleans. It's set up. Boy, you would have had to. You couldn't even make a doggone 30 for 30 or a doggone Disney movie or a Pixar or any type of movie could have compared to that storyline. It was set up for Arch to be the guy.
Yeah.
And at one point in the time, the New Orleans Saints was the worst team in the league. Then they said, hold on. He ain't that? Let's start winning some games. Let's go on to push back. Let's go on to give it to Vegas. Y'all can have it.
Y'all can have that.
You feel what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, New Orleans wanted Arch Manning. It was set up.
But do you even think, from what you've seen from Arch in this loaded draft class, that he even going to emerge as a leader in this draft class?
This?
Yeah. No, not this one.
I think
next year, 2027.
I think it's safer to say we have more film on Arch to say that he has a high ceiling. He still hasn't peaked. There's things that Arch Manning has done as a Texas Longhorn that we haven't seen flashes since the likes of a Colt McCoy or a Vince Young. He has the juice. But we would have wanted to see that juice sooner.
Yeah.
The fact that he said, hey, I'm going back into school, similar to Andrew Luck. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, I'm no fool. Andrew Luck was supposed to be in the 2011 draft. He said, I'm going back to Stanford, which gave opportunity to none other than me. Hello. I appreciate that, Andrew.
Luck of the draw.
Did you dig?
I'm feeling
the
it.
following year, it was Andrew Luck and Jameis Winston. It's just how it happens. Do not take this video as me saying Arch Manning is not good enough, because that's not what I'm saying. I think the fact that Arch Manning didn't develop fast enough is the reason why we're really questioning the quarterbacks in this draft. Because if you add Arch Manning to this year's draft, we looking at it different.
Why so?
Because you can have Arch Manning, high ceiling, Fernando Mendoza, high ceiling. You got now Ty Simpson is not, like, you're not pressured to pick him in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Ty Simpson could be your Kirk Cousins, huh? A Russell Wilson. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can
you develop him in training camp and you bring him on slow.
It's not a first.
He's going to a team that's already ready to win. We just had an injury or insufficient play at the quarterback position. But our defense is good. We've shown that from the year past. See, when you say franchise quarterback means that day one, you're going to be expected to start. Ty, day one. Mr. Drew Alar. Mr. Garrett Nussmeier. Carson Beck.
You got the most experience.
Yeah. But, So, that's my thing, bro.
Where's draft class?
It's worth the debate.
It's worth the debate.
Think about it.
I wonder what the comments say, man. What's y'all thoughts of the worst draft class in this current draft class, potential draft class of 2026? Whew. It might be.
Is that it, Peggy?
That's it, boo.
I said, is that it, Peggy?
That's it, boo.
We're going to add a finger then. Gonna add a finger.
Okay,
Gonna add a pinky.
Hey.
Gonna add a pinky.
All
Can't
right.
forget about the thumb. The thumb. All together, one love. Yeah, dig.
And it's a wrap. Huh.